Hello everybody, it is Melissa. Today I wanted to talk about my little pup named Jakobi. He is 8 years old. He is half dachshund, half Yorkie, or as I so lovingly call him, a dorkie, which is just like a little wiener dog that looks all fluffy and homeless. He's so cute. He's so cute. His face sometimes looks a lot like Master Splinter from the Ninja Turtles, so that's really cool because he kind of looks like a little brat dog. He's real cute. He's one of those little dogs that barks all the time. Everything, like a knock on the door, doorbell, hears a car, somebody farts, I don't know, everything. He barks at everything all the time. It's kind of exhausting. It doesn't bother me because I'm able to tune it out, but it used to bother my ex a whole bunch, and like he'd yell at him a bunch and stuff, and I'd be like, just let him bark, he's a dog. Like, he's just saying, hey, there's someone here. Like, it's really cool that he does that. Like, it's really cool. And now that I live alone and I'm kind of worried about like a lot of things at my house, I want someone to be like that. So I'm trying really hard to get him back. I've been without him for about 2.5 years now. Yeah, I moved out of my ex's into an apartment that didn't really want dogs, so they made the pet fee like really astronomical. I think it was like $1,000 per pet, and then like an additional $100 or $200 per rent per month. It was huge. They didn't want pets. Like, I don't blame them. Like, it was a nice apartment. I really like that apartment. But yeah, I couldn't really afford that. But then I was able to get my therapist to write me a note saying that, like, due to depression and anxiety, that I would need this dog as like an emotional support dog. And I thought that was perfect. I said, thank you so much. So when you have the medical note, that waives the fee and any other costs associated with that because of the American Disabilities Act, which is really, really cool. Really, really, really cool. So like, I could have my dog and not be like, you know, super really, really, really sad, and just able to like have everything going good in my life then. So I go to my ex and I was like, hey, ready for my dog? And he asked me a couple of times, he's like, well, can I just have one more day? I'm just really sad and I just really need him. And even though I was, you know, really sad and really needed him, I didn't want to hurt my ex. Like, I'm not like trying to make him sad or anything. So I let him keep him. And there was one Christmas that I was really excited to get him. It was going to be like awesome. I was going to get Kobe and I had him like this little sweater and everything that we was going to wear all day. And I texted Chris and I was like, hey Chris, so I'm here to get Kobe. Like, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to pick him up. What time's good for you? And he's like, if I could just keep him one more day. Like, I'm just really sad. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, like, this will be the last Christmas though, because like I want Kobe back. Like, I need my dog. And he kept him that day, and he ended up locking him in a cage because he leaves to go to someone else's house on Christmas. Like, he has like a whole bunch of houses he visits, but he locked him in a cage for Christmas, which is just so sad. Like, I know that he's a dog and he's kennel trained and everything, and I'm not opposed to kennel training. Like, I'm okay with it, but on Christmas it feels like you shouldn't lock your dog in the cage. It just feels like the dog should not be locked in the cage. So that was kind of a bummer for me, because I didn't get him and he was locked in a cage, and we could have just been happy together, you know, me and my dog. And my boyfriend. So like, I don't know, weird. But yeah, so long story short, goes and goes and goes. I end up getting a house that has a big old backyard just for little Kobe, because I know he's gonna love it and he's gonna run around and have a great old time. And then after the divorce finally gets finalized, I go to pick up all my stuff because I have to get literally everything that day. And then I text Chris and I was like, okay, so what time? Like, I did a couple loads from his house with all my stuff. I have a lot of stuff. I was like, what time works for you for me to come and get Kobe? And he's all like, you forfeited Kobe. You didn't pick him up then. You don't get him. And I'm like, that's not how that works. And like, he says, yes, it is. You don't have him now. You can't get him. And that's not at all how that works. Like, he didn't bring him outside. He didn't bring him outside. He didn't let me go inside, obviously, to get him. He didn't do any of that. So I just went, what? Like, what am I supposed to do? I just couldn't get him. Yeah, so a couple days after that, I was really frustrated. I was like, Chris, okay, I'm really having a rough day. Work has been awful, and I really just need my dog. And he said, I'm not home, and you can't have him because you forfeited him. And I'm like, I didn't forfeit him, again, saying that. So I go over to the house, and I start knocking on the door, borderline like a crazy person, just because I wanted my dog, and they wouldn't open the door, you know? And like, thanks guys. Wouldn't open the door, and I just wanted my dog. I could hear him in there barking, and it was freaking out, and I was freaking out, and like his stupid roommate wouldn't open the door. And like, then I got on the phone with the non-emergency police, and I was like, I need my dog. I'm here to pick up my dog. The court said I get my dog. He won't give me my dog. He's telling me that I forfeited my dog. I did not forfeit my dog. And like, think so. But anyway, the street's a little wonky right now. I'm not really sure what their end game is. But yeah, so his roommate went open the door. I called the police. The police are like, go get the paperwork set up because I didn't have any like divorce paperwork finalized yet. And they're like, go get the paperwork, give us a call back, and we'll help you get your dog. So I get all the paperwork. It takes me forever. I have everything like in these nice, cute pink folders. And I go to Target and I buy a bag of dog food and I buy a little collar and I buy a little pack of like the squeaky balls that he loves and I got some treats in there and I go park in front of my ex's house, which used to be my house, and I walked away from that house, by the way, and just gave it to Chris. That was fun. He lied a little. It was a whole court thing. We're not going to get into that. Anyway, and I called the sheriff and I was like, hey, so I got all the paperwork. Really hoping to get my dog. Just waiting for you guys. Whenever you guys are ready, I don't know if it's a good time for you. I don't know if there's a better time. And the lady was kind of shocked. She's like, yeah, we don't do that. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's not something we do. That's a civil suit. Civil matter. You got to take that up with the courts. And I was like, well, I already did take it up with the courts. I have the paperwork from the court that says, here's my dog. I want my dog. So yeah, so the lady was kind of like shocked because she was like, yeah, you're crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. That's not what we do. And like, yeah, told me to go down to the courthouse and file a civil suit to get my dog. But the thing is, like, I already have the civil suit that says he's my dog and I get my dog. So I'm not really sure what is going on with that. I'm not sure. But now I get to file either a small claims thing or like a civil suit to get my dog back, which is super frustrating because I already thought I did that. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do now, is I'm gonna go and file a civil suit as soon as I can figure out how to make my computer work, which has been hacked last week, and try to get my dog back so that I have a little bit of security going on in my house. But for now, I'm gonna go get some food because I'm hungry. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.